Small in numbers, but I know you can be larger in voice than that. So I say to you once again, good day! And long live the King! Lords and ladies, you are here in the presence of His Majesty the King. You can't just say, long live the King. No, you have to say, long live the King! Your Majesty, this joust is in honor of you. These are the finals of the World Championship Jousting Tournament. Lords and ladies, the knights that you see ride before you today are the final two in the World Championship. These two knights have bested all others. These two knights have shown great skill upon horseback, skill upon the ground with sword and shield. These two knights ride for you this day. Down here upon this end of the field, on this side here and over here, the knight that rides for you this day is your champion. You give him all of your voice. His name is Sir Henry Cole. Let's hear it. Now, the knight that rides for you this day down here, he is your champion. And your voices must be louder than their voices. So let us hear for your knight. His name is Sir Thomas Allen. Now, when you hear Sir Thomas Allen's name, feel free to let him know how you feel about him. So let's hear it for Sir Thomas Allen. Let's hear it for Sir Henry Cole. Lords and ladies, I think you will do quite nicely. Thank you for being here. Before we start here, I have a question for you. Would you meet your champions? Lords and ladies, I now will not delay anymore. I will introduce you to your champions here upon this side of the field. The knight that rides for you this day is the world's youngest knight. The youngest knight to ever receive his spurs. He is allowed to joust here today because, well, we got a note from his mommy. She said he was allowed. So, lords and ladies, he's our new hotness on the field here. He rides in the colors of green and black. He's 300 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. Sir Thomas Allen! Sir Thomas, come down here. These are your people. Talk to them. Let them know what you are doing today, what you plan for this tournament this day.
I say to you all, good day! Good day! I want you all to know that I fight for God and my King, and I will bring you victory this day!
And I hear he's a damn good ballroom dancer. That's what I hear. Lords and ladies, down here upon this end of the field, the knight that rides for you this day is not a courtly knight. He is a true warrior knight. The knight that rides for you this day does not normally bother himself with tournament, but he's here this day to put this young whippersnapper into the dirt. Now, the knight that rides for you this day doesn't normally bother himself with coming in and riding in the list, but today he will. The knight that rides for you this day doesn't even normally bother himself with the rules. In fact, it doesn't normally bother himself with bathing, but you'll find that out when he comes. Here he is. He rides in the colors of burgundy and gold, Sir Henry Cole. Well, I hesitate to ask. But can you now say this poem for His Majesty? Of course. Very well. Go right ahead. Go ahead.
There once was a man from Nantucket.
No, you cannot say that poem out here. Those of you who, if your children get that joke, that's your fault. Lords and ladies, you cannot do that. Sir Henry, these are your people. You fight for them. They cheer here to bring you a championship today.
Can I get a cheer?
Lords and ladies, you see two great knights here upon this field. But understand, these are not the two most important things upon this field in our eyes. In our eyes, the two most important things here are our horses. So before we can perform a joust, we must test this field to see that it is safe for our horses to perform the joust. And the way we do that, traditionally, is to ride at the Queen's games. Now these knights will now take a lance to hand. Sir Thomas! Well, spear! By Sir Thomas Allen. Sir Henry. Sir Henry, there's only one squire here, and I would like for you to aim for the middle one that you see.
What there for?
One of the middle two there would work. Let's hear it for Sir Henry Cole. Well done. This were too easy, lords and ladies. Any squire could have done that. These knights will now try to attempt this at a more difficult level. 2 squires will hold up rings, and they must spear the rings from each of the squires' hands. All right, Sir Thomas, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Are your people ready? Right on, Sir Thomas, right on! Knock the ring, spear the ring. He did spear 1. I guess 1 is his limit. Sir Henry, now wake up long enough to try to spear 2 rings this time. Right on, Sir Henry, right on! Well, what are you doing? Your horse can go way faster than that. What are you doing, sir? What? Sir Henry, No, do not encourage him. It only gets worse. Sir, let us see. Sir Henry, you just performed this. Let us see. How many rings did you get out of this pass? 3 rings? Well, how can you get 3 rings out of a game that only has 2 rings involved?
Well, there were 6 there, so I missed at least 3.
You got 3.
Yeah, they're like rabbits, they multiply.
I can't give you 3 points for a ring game that only has 2. You're not the Lord of the Rings, sir. That's terrible.
Try not
I'm
to make a
sorry.
hobbit out of it.
I knew you would start.
Talking about.
You know what? Lords and ladies, let's now increase the difficulty a bit more. I'm going to give him an extra point for that. If he'd have caught it on his head, I would have given him 5 extra points. Well done. Now, Sir Henry, I realize the last time you did this, you tried to catch the ring when it was on the ground. You pole vaulted yourself into the audience out here. Let us try to be show a bit more decorum. Please ride on, Sir Henry. Sir Henry Cole, lords and ladies, this were not difficult enough. Let us try one more ring game. These knights will now ride and attempt to capture 2 rings as they are thrown before them. Sir Thomas, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Do then, sir, ride on. Let's hear it for Sir Thomas. Well done, Sir Thomas, showing great skill with spear. Very well, Sir Henry, if you think you can make it, will you please attempt to capture both rings?
Shut up.
Very well, sir, ride on. Well, he did let go of the reins there, but he stayed upon the horse. Lords and ladies, this part of the tournament will have to go to Sir Thomas Allen.
Yay!
Well, lords and ladies, these knights were using what was called a gaining spear. We will now move on to something a bit more dangerous. These knights will now take an actual war spear to hand. They will ride down. Now, in the days of old, the knights would tie up one of their enemies to a pole, ride by with the spear, and throw the spear into them as hard as they could. Now,
Oh, good clean family fun.
good, clean Christian fun, that's right. Now, we need a volunteer from the audience for this one. I see some parents over there raising their children's hands. No, this is far too dangerous. Our insurance won't allow it. Lords and ladies, these knights will throw the spear at the bale. Sir Thomas, are you ready?
Yes, Yes, sir.
Very well, sir. Ride on at the bale. Well done. Sir Thomas, so far, riding a perfect ride in the games. Sir Henry, ready yourself. Lords and ladies, let us see if Sir Henry is capable of spearing this bale. Ride on, Sir Henry. Now we give 1 point per time that they spear the bale. And what are you doing? Whoa, what are you doing? I will not give him 12 points for that one ride. Give him 13. I could give him 13, could I? No. I will give him 1 point though for his bending of the rules there. But lords and ladies, now I ask you, we have steered the bale. We have used a weapon upon this field. But we have not had one knight attack another knight on this field. I say to you that we will now make this a bit more dangerous. Knights will now put helms to head, and they will take swords to hand. And they will participate in what is called a battle at the baston. This is basically a sword fight upon horseback. They will ride down through the list, and because in honor of His Majesty being here today, they will salute His Majesty by crossing swords. They will strike swords together. When they do that, I will say very loudly, "Long live the king," and you will repeat after me. These knights will now come forward and perform the battle at the baston here upon this field. We have knights with their helms to heads, taking their swords to hand, and readying themselves. Lords and ladies, who do you think will be champion? Will it be Sir Henry? Or will it be Sir Thomas? Very well, knights. Ride and salute to the dais. As you ride by, cross your swords. Ride on, sirs. Ride on. Very well. Long live the king! Long live the king! In a sword fight upon horseback. Cheer for your champion. Cheer for him. Oh, well swung, well swung. There they are riding on still. Whoa, wait, what? Oh, wait! Oh, hold on! Hold on! Lords and ladies, I have to give this part of the tournament to Sir Henry Cole! Well struck, lords and ladies. Now, I will give you the point system upon this type of joust. If a knight does touch another knight with his lance, that is 1 point. If he breaks his lance on the other knight, that is 3 points. If he takes the knight to the ground, well, then that part of the tournament is over unless the knight can get back up. As they ride, know you that they can't hear very well in these helms. You need to yell louder, because the louder you yell, the harder they will hit, the faster they will ride. These horses have been trained to listen for your voices. I see a broken lance for Sir Henry Cole! Stand here before these good people, and I want you to remember your oaths of chivalry that you took when you became a knight. I want you to think about honor this day. Honor in this fight.
Honor?
Yes, honor, sir.
Oh, good.
You know about
Oh,
honor?
I know a lot about honor.
You know a lot about honor.
Yeah, it was on her and
Oh,
on her.
no. Sir,
Is that a little PG-13?
that's PG-13.
Okay.
That's why I turned my back. Lords and ladies, these knights now fight to see who is champion. Let's hear for your champion. Knights at the ready. You then, lay on! Oh, Sir Henry doesn't have a sword anymore. Sir Henry is without sword. Oh! 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 Oh no! No wait, Sir Henry, that's not a legal weapon. You cannot use it. Oh dear! Oh! How much more can he take? Here he comes. Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh no! Oh, Sir Henry's down! Oh dear! Sir Thomas, he's again! Sir Thomas! One more! Oh, that was for you, Your Majesty! Lords and ladies, I give to you your champion this day! Sir Thomas!
Yay!
Now I have a question for you. Did you enjoy the joust? Well, we enjoyed being here for you. And we say now, don't leave. We are going to bring the horses to the rail. Come up and pet the horses and talk to the knights. Pet the knights and talk to the horses. We don't care.
You have a horsey.
Well, we've measured him 17 hands tall.
Oh, so cute. It's a gorgeous horse.
Right. He's 17. Now they measure for withers here, right there. Right to there.
Honey, you got to pet 2 horses.
I did.
But we only got to show 1.
Yeah,
But you got to pet 2?
I did. I got a picture of the other one.
Yes. I have to use the privy.
Okay,
Privy break.
you go do that.
Well, that was fun.
It was fun.
I do want to apologize if the video got shaky or if it cut in and out or anything, because it was like 90 degrees in the dead sun, heat index over 100, and I was trying to film that.
Yeah, it's hot
It's hot.
and miserable.
Yes, we need to cool down and we need to get something to drink. But so far, that was the best part of the event.
I'm going this way.
Okay, you go that way. I go with you. Well, guys, I think that's about it
Yeah.
from the Medieval Faire. It just got too hot. We're both kind of miserable because of the heat. We're hungry and my feet are tired, and I think we're ready to call it a day. I had a good time.
I did too.
I'll come back. I think I'd hit the whole thing a different method. Now that I've been to one, I know what to expect. I know.
It's over there.
Someone's smoking some herbs. We're getting very woodsy out here apparently. Like I smelled that, I'm like, something don't smell right. Sorry, off on a tangent. Yeah, now I know what.
You're lost. You don't know what you're doing now.
We'll get back with you. We made it home.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we were supposed to get back with them.
Were we?
Yeah, remember we were walking, explaining how I was going to make a new approach the next time we come, and we got caught off guard by weird smells that we didn't know where they're coming from.
Oh,
From the herbs.
gotcha.
And we're like, we'll get back with you. And we never did.
Whoops.
Whoops. What was your favorite part?
I don't know. I really enjoyed the jousting. They had a lot of cute, I loved the wenches dirty laundry
Yes,
thing.
we did show parts of that.
That was my favorite.
I liked, and we didn't show it because it was the adult story, which I thought was hilarious. It was very, very adult oriented. It was one of those like Mad Lib things where he was telling a story and the audience was adding suggestions in.
Yeah, we shouted out stuff, but I don't know. I think it could have went better.
I thought it was hilarious, but I have like the mind of a 4-year-old apparently, along with the entire audience.
I just thought it was dumb.
The jousting was cool though also. I'm definitely looking forward to going back, you know, in future years.
Yeah,
I had a good time,
I did too.
except for the heat.
It was so hot.
It was 90. The heat index was well above 100. We didn't hydrate very well.
No.
We got cranky and grumpy and snappy at the end.
Yeah, we did.
That was the only bad part of it.
I think my problem was a smoothie, like a small thing, $8. Hello?
Yes.
No?
And you needed one like every 10 minutes because it was so hot.
Yeah.
Oh well. It was still a good time. We had fun. I hope you had fun watching it. And we will talk to you next time, guys.
Yeah. Good night, guys.
Bye.